Welcome to the Osasu show. I am so happy that you have decided to join me on this journey, and I hope that you are able to pick up little sentiments and educative materials along the way. The reason I decided to do the Osasu show is because I believe my purpose is to bridge the gap between the elite and the poor. I don't know about you, but I feel like we live in completely different worlds, although we live in the same country. You know, a poor man in Nigeria and a rich man in Nigeria live completely different lives. Obviously, that's common everywhere, but in Nigeria, I find this to be particularly true to the extreme. So my purpose and the purpose of this show is to bridge the gap, because we are all alike. Dangote and the farmer, Adenuga and the market woman, we have similarities, and this show is going to bring that up. I am so excited that you're here, and I hope to learn a lot from you, and I hope you can learn a lot from this show as well. We're starting off with the Towards 2015 Elections edition, which will highlight the intention of the politicians that want to rule our country. They would tell us why they are seeking this position of power and what we can do to help them make their job easier and move Nigeria forward. I am excited, I know you are, so I hope you stay tuned till the end of this. Thank you. Dr. Patrick Ifeanyi Ubah was born on September 3, 1971, to the humble working-class family of Mr. and Mrs. Alfonso Ubah in Inewi, Anambra State. Being born to parents who were both teachers, Ifeanyi and his siblings had very humble beginnings. A look at his early years reveals how Ifeanyi rose swiftly from apprenticeship at the age of 16 to running a very successful regional business at the age of 18. He traveled to Ghana and throughout Africa to expand his business and increase trade for Nigeria. By the tender age of 19, he made his first million naira. Dr. Patrick Ifeanyi Ubah, who started with nothing, had built a business empire beyond his dreams and was now expanding into the field of oil and gas. Today, he sits on top of the multi-million-dollar oil company, Capstone Oil, and he's also the founder of Transformation Ambassadors of Nigeria, a non-governmental organization established to promote the re-election of President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. You haven't given an interview in over a year, so I am very, very, very privileged and honored that you chose to come on the show today. You're the chairman of TAN. TAN is the Transformation Ambassadors of Nigeria. You guys have done a great job in highlighting the achievements of President Goodluck Jonathan. What inspired you to start this organization?
Well, the organization was established to showcase the values that we all have around our vicinity, on our country, in our businesses, and so many other things. It's an NGO that cuts across different spans of life. But the most important thing is, on the particular question you asked about our president, is that we believe that he was highly undermarketed. And we took a decision that we should showcase his achievements to the world, because there was so much that he has done which wasn't marketed at that particular point in time. So that is how we came into the business of showcasing the great achievements he has.
So you're so passionate about showcasing President Goodluck Jonathan's achievements.
Yeah, because he has done so much.
That you took money out of your pocket to say, this, I have to show the world what this president has done.
Yeah, it's part of life. I mean, our organization, that is part of our organization. We have a lot of partnership with so many organizations across the whole country, the television, the media. So it wasn't a big thing for us to, link up with our partners and then say, please, gentlemen, show the world what this man has done.
Are there other stakeholders that part of TAN in the private sector as well?
Yeah, we have a lot of partners, a lot of people involved. It's
Any
all about transforming Nigeria.
all about transforming Nigeria.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. Former President Obasanjo recently, I don't want to say decamped because he said he's no longer a part of any political party, but he recently left the People's Democratic Party. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, it's quite unfortunate. He's a president of, he has been president of Nigeria. He ran under PDP. I don't think it's quite right for him to tour the party's card. I don't think it dignifies his status internationally. So, I believe he has right to himself, and then he has the privilege of doing whatever he wants to do. But I don't think it's right in the right sense of human character for him to exhibit such a degrading attitude. But I wish him well.
Though TAN focuses on the achievements of President Goodluck Jonathan, we also see some weaknesses in his government. We have seen some level of corruption. We have seen insecurity issues. Can we be promised a better next 4 years if he is re-elected?
First and foremost, you said there's corruption. You may need to tell me which corruption, because you can't say corruption if no one has been indicted of corruption.
For example, the $1.8 billion that was missing from the NNPC funds. Can you talk more about that? And we also know
it wasn't missing. It wasn't missing. There's an audit. An audit came up. NNPC have been the last resort to supply of petroleum products in the country. A lot is happening in industry. It's also industry I'm involved in, and they have been carrying the burden of Nigerians, and maybe Nigerians doesn't know about this. How many times have you heard about pipelines? Leakages being reported in the media. People doesn't know what NNPC go around today in making sure that petroleum products is available to Nigerians. And anyway, I don't think it's a big issue. From information within my reach, the audit report is out and is being complied with. So I think steps have been taken to harmonize or reconcile the figures. I don't think there's a problem. There was no indictment.
What about the insurgency issues that we're currently facing till today?
Well,
the elections have had to be postponed because of these issues. So how are we going to move forward from this as a country?
Well, it's quite a step that saves a lot for us in the country, because you cannot run election with this kind of insurgency. It means that you are taking a part of country out of us. And like the president promised, there has been intense effort in bringing stability, most especially to the Northeast. So my own belief is, by His grace, we are going to the election with more effort in getting these guys out of our territory so that we can have a peaceful election.
The All Progressive Congress has said that the election postponement has solely benefited the People's Democratic Party.
No, we are ready. We are ready. We are ready. It's quite unfortunate. We are in pains because we have majority of people. We have to go back to the drawing board to persuade our people. They are benefiting. They are getting they are going to London, having their parties all over their town. They are enjoying. So it took us back to prepare ourselves, start getting things again. So they are the ones benefiting, not with PDP. But we are ready any day for the election.
So do you really believe that the elections will hold on March 28th, 2015?
Yeah, it depends on the security report, and it depends on how prepared INEC is. I don't think INEC were prepared initially. You cannot have an election in a country where over 1 million people are being disenfranchised, and you cannot call that election. And also, we are also gunning for a mock election as well. I have my reserve on the card readers and things like that, because first and foremost, it's not in our constitution. Secondly, before such equipment will be deployed for a D-Day, we need to have a mock election. This card reader says that we have 500 people per polling booth. So the card reader must be able to read 125 persons per hour. So we need to check to know if actually it can take such volume of people per hour, because we have 4 hours, to make up 500 voters in an election. So if the card reader cannot pick up to 100 or 150 or 40, then there's a problem.
Has it been confirmed that the card reader cannot?
Nobody has tested anything. So we need to test it. You need to bring in security agencies. You need to bring in NGOs. You need to set in the card reader, maybe to south, east, west, and north. And then we'll do what we call a mock election with that card reader. For me, I don't think INEC is ready for this election, but as whatever the country feels is good for them, for us, we are ready for the election.
So if INEC is not ready for the election, whose fault is that? Is that Jaga's fault, or is that just the fault of what's going on in our economy?
It should be the fault of those managing the election from the INEC position. We are advocating that a mock election comprising many NGOs, security forces, should take place so that we can assess if that card reader can pick 125 persons per hour.
So what are you doing now to ensure that that mock election happens?
We've written to INEC, and I believe we'll have their response soon.
Welcome back to the Osasu Show. We're still chatting with Dr. Ifeanyi Ubah. We've been talking about the President Goodluck Jonathan administration, his opponent, and right now we want to keep on with that conversation. So the issue of corruption under the Goodluck Jonathan administration, this is one of the reasons many people are flocking to the party of change. What are your thoughts on this?
Well, it's those that are not well informed about issues of corruption, and if I may ask you, in the history of Nigeria, can you tell me one president that have ruled Nigeria for 4 years without giving one single oil block? Even at this particular point of electioneering, that is Jonathan Goodluck, and it sends a lot of signal. I will only use that one word to justify who abhors corruption. Because the normal thing in Nigeria is when the election comes forward, people will give oil blocks for compensation. Jonathan Goodluck has not given one oil block of Nigeria in the last 4 years.
How can we prove that?
The record is there. The record is there. You don't, when people farm into Shell or multinationals, joint venture businesses with Nigeria. If Shell decide to sell their block and then few Nigerian bids for the block, that is not giving out oil block of Nigeria.
But most of the licenses for people who have oil blocks right now are expiring. So there are more oil blocks to be giving out.
But that's why I said Jonathan Goodluck have not given one out. We have not made any tender of oil block since his regime. That shows that he is extremely clean. You don't Give me a Nigerian president that has spent 4 years without allocating oil blocks in the history of Nigeria. So what are we talking about? That is where you can make money if you want to make money. So where do you think the president is getting money from? Where do you think the corruption starts from that there? So can you just tell me, this is a man who Nigerians, and nobody can have ever said that Jonathan has built this mansion here, Jonathan owns this, nobody have said it. So it's just made propaganda, people trying to, just trying to engage people or trying to deceive people. For me, there's no corruption. The security agencies, relevant agencies that has been empowered to fight corruption are doing their best. There is no opposition prosecution. The president not yielding his power, using the FCC to chase people as it used to be. People should just appreciate the president, the man we have in our president, and then understand what, the value he, and the ethics that he promotes, For me, this is a president that I'm sure will be worshipped by Nigerians after the next 4 years. So let's wait and see.
What is the plan for TAN post-elections?
Well, we will continue to grow. TAN will continue to grow. It will be a metaphor in the political and then social circle of our economy and our people. We will engage people into a lot of employment schemes. And I believe Nigerians will judge post-election. That is my position for now. I won't want to. We have a lot of plans. Go to our website, you see what we were planning to do and what we are doing actually. TAN, by the grace of God, today is in every ward in Nigeria. So we are careful the way we manage TAN, but very happy with the growth of TAN and the acceptance of TAN.
How do you juggle between managing TAN and Capital Oil?
First and foremost, I think I'm being identified with Capital Oil. Capital Oil is among it's one of the smallest companies in our group, honestly speaking, but because it's one of the first companies that we started, so everybody always think about Capital Oil.
So where does the majority of your income come from?
No, I've been in business even outside Nigeria before coming to Nigeria. I've been involved in mining, have concessions around the globe. I'm involved in oil and gas, real estate, manufacturing, trading. I mean, we have
an all-rounder. You do it all.
Yeah, we have quite a lot of investment. But for me, I don't think it's an avenue for to start discussing about my business. But if you go around me and go around people that knows me, they can tell you that we have quite substantial investment around the globe.
So can you tell us a word of inspiration to the youth who are looking at you right now and saying, that's the type of person I want to be like? So what can they do? What is a word of advice that you would give to them?
I believe in hard work, honesty, and sincerity of purpose. I believe people should look at their background and always ask and aspire to get to where they are. Honesty is part of it. Sincerity is also part of it. And then one needs to be prayerful and hard work. You don't, this time around, you don't see people working hard. I'm sure, that in my organization, we work around the clock. And it's part of the training that I have given myself. I have also learned from those that I admire to get to where I am today. But in all, I give God glory because if not by His doing, we wouldn't be where we are today. So in all, I always ask anybody who aspires to be like me to pray hard, work hard, and be sincere.
So what have you done to give back to the community?
Yeah, I'm all about my community development and getting back to the people. That's the most important aspect of life. We all came from a particular area, particular point of the country. What I do in my own position is that I am home driven all the time. So you need to know about me more when you get to my point. Looking at what I have given back to life, to my people, to Nigerians. We've touched life of every Nigerian. You know, when people talk about town, remember that was a time we took kerosene to almost every state of Nigeria. I have touched lives in different shapes, you know, and one of the things I cherish most is my relationship with my people back home.
So the Nigerians in diaspora that are watching this right now, wondering what's going on back home, how do we get involved? What's your advice to them, especially because TAN is present in London and all over Europe?
Yeah, we have our presence in diaspora, and we are preaching the message of transformation to them, that they have to come back home, support the transformation agenda of Mr. President Goodluck Jonathan. And at the same time, you know, to help in building the economy of Nigeria, we need them a lot. We appreciate the expertise in them, and the most important thing is for them to support the transformation agenda of our president, which is yielding tremendous fruits.
What has TAN, in collaboration with PDP, done to reduce post-election violence amongst youth?
Yeah, we have been going on March, I believe on March 5th, we are also launching what we call Youth Volunteer Scheme all over the whole country, where we'll educate the youth. You know, we are doing quite a lot. We are bringing what we are what I can say, umbrella revolution that is coming. It's going to be a revolution that will be unfolded on March 5th.
What's this revolution about?
Yeah, it's all about PDP, umbrella.
PDP and
so
umbrella, okay.
Well, like someone said, revolution cannot be televised till you see it.
It cannot be televised. But I'm hoping that this is an incentive for young people like myself to stay away from violence during this election period.
We are educating people in their wards. Every ward of Nigeria, come 5th of March, every ward of Nigeria, you will see things happening.
Thank you so much, Doctor. Do you have any final words?
No, just to wish everybody good luck. Wishing Nigerians, home and abroad, good luck.
Thank you. Well, that was a great interview with Dr. Patrick Ifeanyi Ubah, and we're so glad that we got some insight about the TAN organization, what's going on in our economy right now, and also why we should re-elect President Goodluck Jonathan in 2015. Thank you for joining us, and I hope to see you next time.